That's right. That's right. What up, everybody? This is What's Good Phoenix, man. I'm your host, Awer.
And I'm DJ Tranzo.
And today we have a special guest for you today. We are
yes.
so happy that he's here. We got Dom's Barbecue, brother.
My man, Dom.
What up? What up?
How you doing, man? How you doing, man?
I'm doing well.
Good,
Thanks
good,
for being out today,
well.
man.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. It's good to see you, man. Good to see you.
Yeah, it's good to be out. Good to be talking to the people.
And in this nice, cool weather we're having nowadays,
Yes.
you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one good thing about the weather right now. Like, it's changing. I'm like, yes.
I was being a little bit sarcastic.
No, but
it's
a
too
little
damn
bit.
hot outside right now still.
Yeah.
We have a few good days. It's been a
Yeah,
little
it was
cool.
nice last week.
Yeah.
The heat only helps me with my barbecue, so I don't have to use as much fuel.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
So the hotter it is, the more fuel you have to use.
The less.
The less fuel you use. Oh, got it.
So we're talking fuel. Do you use propane? Do you use lump coal? What do you do?
I use pellets for mostly.
Oh, because you're smoking everything.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So I'm talking. So you grill anything?
I do grill the taco meat and I smoke the barbecue meat.
Okay.
And then there's crossovers of different recipes.
And that's like a flat top, right? Just a flat top you're cooking on?
No, actual charcoal grill.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. Once again, thanks for coming out. This is episode 1439 of What's Good Phoenix, season 2. Mr. My man, Mr. Dom. So, dude, I'm gonna take it back like I always do with everybody. Like,
Yes.
let's take it back to the beginning. Like, where are you from?
I was born in Tucson.
AZ.
Yes. Then I lived, my family's from Winkleman, Arizona. Hayden, Winkleman, Arizona. Winkleman is literally the smallest incorporated town in Arizona.
Where exactly is Winkleman?
Winkleman is in the middle of, in between Globe and Tucson
Okay.
on the Gila River. It's a small mining town. We moved here when I was about 3.
A lot of history in those mining towns, man.
Yes.
I know about that for sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
By the Isarco mine in Hayden. It's a smelter, and then the Ray mine, the Ray open pit mine in Kearney.
So that's where your family was from when you were born, right?
Yes.
Nice.
I had to be born in Tucson because there's no hospitals around there.
Oh, so that was the closest hospital to Tucson, right?
Correct.
Interesting.
And then what was your journey to Phoenix? How did you end up in Phoenix? Did you go to school in Winkleman?
No, we moved here when I was 3. My mom
Okay.
split from my dad and moved me here to Phoenix because it was a better option. So I originally started school at on the south side at Sunland.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Sunland.
right there
Oh, cool.
in the heart. Then we moved to the west side, and I became a west sider in Alhambra.
Alhambra, okay.
Alhambra Village with all the Alhambra Lions and the locals out there.
That's by the old Smitty's.
Yes.
The old Smitty days.
Smitty's.
Yes, on
Pizza.
35th and Bethany.
Pizza
yes.
and a soda.
35th and Bethany. There was also one on Indian School in 75th or 83rd or something like that, right?
Yeah, the old Fry's, where that Fry's is.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
the old Smitty's too.
Mhm.
Somebody should make a pizza restaurant that called Smitty's, but change the name. You know what I mean? And people would go to the
Smidgies.
Smidgies. You know what I'm saying? So I got a question for you, man.
All right.
When was the first time you had barbecue? Whether it's a hamburger.
Do you remember your
ribs.
first
Yes.
actual this is barbecue?
Yeah. When did that barbecue bug just come up and just
It's a good one.
take a bite? You know what I'm saying? Got your ribs.
Where it comes from is my homie's family had a food truck. It's right here, actually, still to this day. La Hacienda, I think it's called. Right here on 2nd Street, 3rd Street in Buckeye by the Circle K.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So in high school, we'd always be hanging out, and we'd have to go make meat
Right next
runs.
to the laundromat?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We'd have to always go
I
make.
ate there before. It's good.
It is bomb. They've won the best food truck in Phoenix several
Wow.
times.
Maybe that's why it was so good. Yeah.
We would be hanging out and chilling, and he'd have to go do meat runs, taking meat to that place, and they'd always be cooking. So I had already caught the culinary bug, the cooking bug. I went to Metro Tech in high school, and from there it just kind of snowballed into making my own tacos, my own barbecue rubs, and all that stuff. I had ribs somewhere. I don't exactly remember where, but I was like, ribs are good. I like ribs.
Yeah.
So was my start into the
Like
barbecue.
ribs, yeah. Probably at a Big Apple, something like that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Remember that? They said, "Oh, you can eat ribs."
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, one thing, Dom, it's crazy, bro, is I think Arizona, I can't say Arizona has that one thing, as far as with barbecue, man, I don't know. You know what I mean? I eat your barbecue, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know of a good joints. I've heard some things barbecues or honey bears. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's a restaurant that Dom likes, that you like and you go to? You know what I mean?
Little Miss
Little Miss
Barbecue.
Where's that at?
There is 2 locations. One in Sunny Slope. I'm not sure where that one is.
I'll write
I think
that
it's on
down.
7th Avenue. And then their first location is on University and about 44th or 48th Street. That's their original location.
Yeah.
But everyone else that does barbecue that I know of that I like, they don't have restaurants. Like Luton Booty, amazing barbecue. He doesn't have a restaurant. Rhythm and Cues. These are all people I know through the barbecue competition scene.
Why do you think that is?
Overhead?
No. Arizona's known for tacos. People want tacos. They don't want barbecue. And
Just not enough clientele for that type
no, people say you tell them you're from Arizona and you make barbecue, they think you cooked it in a crock pot with with craft barbecue sauce.
Yeah.
And when I tell them no,
Why are you making fun of me now, man?
and then when I tell them I smoked this myself in a smoker and I make all my recipes, they're like, "Really? You're from Arizona? You don't do that?" I do.
Yeah.
We do. We're not known for it. We're known for tacos and burritos.
Yeah.
And pizza, I guess, too, because Phoenix is one of the best pizza cities.
That's weird. I heard that too.
Yeah, but I don't know of anything. I just call Red Devil.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's all
You can't go wrong with Red Devil.
I mean, it's the only one I go to, man.
They've been here forever too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unfortunately, that one on McDowell burned down. Well, it didn't burn down, but it
caught on fire.
Oh,
Yeah.
they caught fire recently, but they're still
Yeah.
open.
Yeah.
They're remodeling. I went there. They have that little hall or something now.
Yeah.
It's pretty dope.
Yeah.
So, how did you get started in the barbecue? Like, did somebody help you out? Did you have a Theo or Thea that helped you out, or like, how did you get? What was the beginnings? What made you decide this is what I'm gonna do?
I just like barbecuing. Because
It just became like your passion, right?
yeah, because my homie, they were always barbecuing, and I was like, well, I like to barbecue too. Well, grilling, making tacos and all that stuff. And then I guess where it really started is years ago, my cousin got me a Marlboro barbecue cookbook. And in that cookbook, it had a rub recipe. So I started making that rub. And then I lived in a house that had a natural gas grill out in the back. So you just had to turn the lever on and light it up.
Oh, they had it all hooked up.
When you say rub, it's like a dry rub, correct?
It was a dry rub. yes.
Dry rub? Okay.
So I just started experimenting from there with that. I had a homie who was on food stamps, and he'd come over. Hey, I got something.
You got meat.
I got meat.
You're
And
like,
it was
I'll
just
cook.
like,
I'll cook.
yeah,
Yeah.
because he knew we had the natural grass grill, and he's like, I got some meat,
Wow.
and he would always buy pre-prepared meat, and I was finally like, you know what, just buy plain meat, and I'll start seasoning and start experimenting, and one thing led to another. I started making the rub, figured out that it was good on ribs.
Thank you to the homie and food stamps and bringing that food.
Yeah, man.
because
Shout out to that dude.
It's all puzzles, you know.
Rest in peace, George.
Rest in peace, man.
Yeah.
Oh, rest in peace.
So I started making that food, and then I went to culinary school in high school. I went to Metro Tech, and then I went to the Art Institute. So I was always cooking.
I went to Metro Tech.
So did I.
That was cool. What'd you
Yeah.
go for?
Art.
For art?
Yeah, so I was always cooking. I've always been cooking, and then I was a bouncer for a while, and I was like, you know what, maybe I want to set up a food cart outside of a nightclub.
Ooh.
So that was always in the back of my head, but I didn't have the recipes or the plan or anything. So I just cooked, and I would have parties or barbecues in my backyard, have people over, and
Primarily barbecue.
barbecue and tacos, mostly barbecue. I started making barbecue first, and then I was like, I need to make more money. So
I remember one year I ran into Dom and he was making tacos. And I was like, you're making tacos, Dom?
yeah,
And he was like, man, I got to make money because not everybody wants barbecue and everybody wants freaking tacos. And
yeah, everybody wants tacos.
So he had them both, though. He had his parfaits and he had his tacos, and he was killing it that day, though. I think he sold out. I believe it was on 15th and Grand. I can't remember the name of the art.
The Grand Art House.
Yeah. House.
Art House, yes.
So you mentioned parfaits.
Oh, yeah.
What is one of your I know what it is, and Tranzo knows what it is. I've never had one before. That's like the
So we
the
try to
holy grail.
explain. So for
Yeah.
the people who don't,
Yes.
say like they're just now
So-
hearing about you, like
Cup of deliciousness.
yeah,
Ooh.
that's what a parfait is.
Tell us
Yeah.
everything you put in it, brother, please.
So when I serve them, I always offer a pork option or brisket, and then the chicken. So it'll have layers of chicken or pork or even brisket. I've done brisket. That's really good. Then it's a layer of garlic mashed potatoes and then a layer of smoked cheddar mac topped with barbecue sauce in a nice little to-go cup that you can walk around an event and strike up a conversation or eat,
just stand in
enjoy.
the corner like I do and be like,
Yeah, it's very good for events.
I had the pork one. That was bomb. It was really good.
I recently, for Mr. Miranda's just giving 5 2-year anniversary party, I did green chili chicken parfaits.
You did?
Yeah, and that was amazing. It was the first time I did it. It was just a little experiment. It worked really well.
With the garlic mashed potatoes and the cheddar mac?
People like it?
Yes. Wow. Yes.
Did you sell out?
I didn't sell out because I made a lot. And it was that weekend. It was raining. So
should have called me up.
Do you usually only make enough like for the event and you know, hopefully you make not enough then too much?
Yeah.
So if anybody sees that you're gonna be somewhere, you better make sure you get there early because because he don't make enough to make the last the whole night. It's just wasteful. So get there early, get your parfait or get your food from Dom because
you already know.
Yeah, we can co-sign on that.
You already know if I'm set up somewhere and there's a lot of people, I'm gonna sell out.
I've had your I think your ribs, your brisket. I had the bowl,
the rice bowl.
The rice bowl.
Yes.
Yeah, that was really good. It's really filling, you know, and very flavorful.
Yes,
and
the Spanish rice bowl.
Yeah, and you make your own barbecue sauce, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
I just started bottling it.
Yeah.
So let's see what we got over here.
So let's dun dun dun.
Ooh. We got an What's Good Phoenix exclusive, Dom's Barbecue.
And the label is a note to all my graffiti homies in the Grand Art House.
Really?
Nice.
Check it out. Oh yes, he's got the slap tag.
Yeah. Hello, my name is. Yes, exactly.
I like that. Spicy Chipotle? What other flavors you got?
Original. Then I also have...
Do you have a sweet barbecue?
No. This one is kind of sweet.
If you were to say sort of what the barbecue is it what kind of like, you know, because there's like that down south barbecue.
I say
there's a Southwest barbecue.
My tagline is traditional backyard barbecue with touch of Arizona spice.
Yeah.
Is it best served cold, chilled?
He just drank it like this.
Oh man.
It's best served cooked because it's not this barbecue sauce is not meant for.
It's not topping.
It's not meant for dipping.
Oh.
It's meant to cook with.
I just ate it.
You can eat it. It is fine.
Just drank it.
But like if you're going to try to use it for dipping sauce, it's not going to really work well for you.
So it's good for
cooking.
What would you have to do? You would have to like simmer it for a while or something?
Yeah, you would have to simmer it and let it
for like 20 minutes?
Yeah. And then that'll thicken it up.
I just use this for some chicken strips. You know what I mean? I was looking at, you know what I mean? I'd use that much. This is good,
it
man.
works it will work as a dipping sauce, but it's
so where can somebody get this?
You can find online. I do have Dom's BBQPHX.com, and there are links to buy both the Chipotle.
So that's Dom's BBQ
PHX.com.
That's that, and then it's like all his links to where.
Yes.
Your social media too is on there.
My social media is not on there. It's just links to buy the.
Just links to buy them. So what's your social media handles?
My personal, and that's what I use the most, is Gonzo Dom.
Gonzo Dom.
Yes. Or the Dom's Barbecue, Dom's _barbecue, BARBECUE. And either way, you can message me and get a hold of me to pick up or deliver a bottle or two.
Do you take this? Do you have some with you when you are catering typically?
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes. The last time I catered was for tacos, but I did take my clients a couple of bottles just for appreciation.
Do you set them up next to when you cater and you're like,
yes,
$80 a bottle?
Yeah.
So we talked about like,
do you have a price for the bottles?
Yeah, they're $7 a piece or 2 for $12.
Ooh, that's a good price.
So that's a cooking barbecue, so you can use it for, like on your ribs and
on ribs
and everything.
chicken.
That when you're having a barbecue, you throw that on while you're cooking it, right?
You want to make a barbecue burger?
Bloody Mary? Nah,
I'm sure it would work in a Bloody Mary.
Maybe. I don't know, spicy. So we talked about your inspiration and and a little bit about your barbecue sauce and some of your specialties and stuff. Where have you been? Where have you posted up? You know what I mean? Like when you got everything together, like I'm gonna post up, man. you know, I want to have a food truck, or I want to sell this to the people. Where was like one of the first places you went, or people known you by, and kind of
The very first place.
Do you remember the very first place that you
I
set up?
remember the very first place.
where is that?
It was Chica Show Club
Ooh,
on 35th and McDowell. My friend was the manager.
is that a exotic dancer place?
Yes.
Oh,
And I just needed a place to set up.
yeah.
And he was like, okay, you can come set up. So I made like 50 pounds of food for like 4 people.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. I was just starting.
I mean,
didn't
you know,
Yeah.
you gotta start somewhere.
Yeah, I didn't know, and he didn't charge me, and I was like, it was just to get my feet wet as far as learning,
Yeah.
learning everything, because I didn't. There was no one doing.
So you ate
street
tacos
food.
for the rest of the week, pretty much, right?
Barbecue.
Or you
I
ate
ate
barbecue
pulled
with
pork for like the next 2 weeks.
Damn.
Yeah.
I just got back from Vegas, last month? Yeah, and I did see a lot of like food trucks posted up at the clubs like that and stuff, but the lines were like ridiculous. And it's late night, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So were you setting up late night? Were you setting up early? Like what were your...
I think I set up during the day.
Oh, you went during the daytime?
Yeah.
Okay.
They were like, come whenever you want, and I was like, I'm gonna come during the day and see what I can do, and
Yeah, it's probably not the best time, right?
Yeah.
that was not a good time. It was such a small
You got
spot.
to be there at 2 in the morning and
Yeah.
It's such a small spot. It just wasn't really.
Yeah.
It was just to do.
But it's a start, man.
Yeah, it was a start.
I
Yeah.
mean,
You start somewhere.
and it, you know, it brings your story, man. Because
Yeah.
And then from
you know,
there,
my first gigs weren't all
Yeah.
that either.
Then
I think you were at one of my first gigs when I did jams, and there was a whole 4 people.
yeah,
Damn.
you know,
Oh, there was a few people going through because there was a signing.
Yeah.
But that was one of my first gigs, man. I think Adrian was actually there
Long time ago.
yeah, you gotta
at Jams. You remember Jams?
no.
No, you don't remember Jams, the graffiti store Jams
Sounds familiar.
on McDowell and like it was like 37th.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
28th or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Back in the day, back in the 90s. the
back in
graffiti
the
store,
day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where this fool used to work.
Me and the homies opened that spot up years ago.
Oh, I could not.
Yeah.
I was.
And then they
down-
sold it to Tim. Reed moved to the south, and then they
Southeast.
moved to south. Oh, you know what?
Was that
rest in peace, Tim? You know,
on Broadway?
I saw the last couple of weeks.
It might. Yeah. It's on Central, but I'm not
On
sure.
Central, south of Broadway.
That's
There was
where-
a music store on Broadway, like in 12th Street or something like that.
No, it was
No.
it was on Central.
I do remember Jams because I went there. My mom took me there as a kid,
Yeah.
and I
What'd you get?
don't remember.
We sold old school tapes,
I bought my East Side Story records there.
graffiti shirts,
I bought
graffiti
my
caps,
caps there.
streakers.
Did you sell Big Dog shirts there?
We might have. I don't remember.
I know I bought a shirt. I don't remember what it was, but I do remember vividly going there, and I was like, I
They
could
had
not.
tribal gear there.
And I just, everyone I talked to was like, I don't remember no store on McDowell.
It was
They
there.
had, they had Thump Records.
Yeah, I might have
albums
bought
there.
Thump Records or something.
Yeah,
like I
albums
know
there.
I went several times because I was like, I want to go to the store and check it out.
And-
I remember seeing a Philly Blunt shirt there.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The oval
Yes.
maroon design.
The reason why we opened that up is because a lot of the graffiti writers didn't have a spot other than Swell to get to. So we're like, let's open something up. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So we went to California, went to a bunch of different stores out there. Third Rail, Tribal, bought a bunch of stuff, opened up a shop. And,
Okay.
yeah, we did that for a little bit. Then the city was crazy with it. Yeah. That's cool, man. You remember that?
That was a pretty good spot. We used to hang out there sometimes.
Yeah, he used to always be there.
Every time I go down McDowell, I'm like, what was the name of that store that was right
That's
here? And
Jams.
people were like, I don't remember no store being right here. I'm like, there was a
graffiti-
hip hop
Yeah.
graffiti shop.
was.
I know there was.
Yeah.
It was, I wouldn't say the first in Phoenix, but one of the early
Yeah.
ones. One of the first.
Yeah, on the west side.
I remember it was around the time Many Clouds of Smoke came out because I saw the Philly Blunt logo.
Yeah.
And I was
Man,
really
that
young.
was the jam when it came out.
Yeah.
Like that was
Yeah.
on rotation.
And I just remember seeing that. I was like, oh, that's what that means.
He's like,
Yeah. That's cool.
I was like sixth or seventh grade. I was.
Yeah. It was a long time ago.
So, do you have any crazy catering stories? Do you have one like a story of something interesting of you boothing somewhere and that you can share with us that you can recall?
You did set up at Bar Smith, right?
I set up at bar. We had.
So you got
El
any
Centro.
There wasn't no night that you were just like, well, this place is crazy.
Yeah.
Is there any place? Do you have one story of somewhere something happened?
Were you always by yourself?
No, I've always had somebody helping me.
Oh, okay.
I do all my cooking by
Like,
myself.
did somebody like try to run off with your food or something one time?
Chip over your cart?
They're like, just like
Give
grab
me
all
that
as many tacos as I can
These
and
are my
run. Did you ever
tacos.
have that happen to you?
Yes, at Bar Smith there was several incidents with homeless people.
Oh, okay.
Then at Cobra Arcade, the first night I was there was an incident with a drunk person.
Are you still at Cobra?
No. We were the first food truck at Cobra.
Oh, were you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They had just opened.
You had a
And
truck or was it a booth?
it was the booth. I've always had the booth.
I think Baja Roots is there now.
Baja Roots is there now, yes.
Yeah. Shout out Baja Roots. She's
Shout out, Bob.
the homie.
Yes.
It's correct.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
There's some wild stories because of the drunkenness.
We're gonna have to wait to turn the record off and then he's gonna tell me about it.
Dealing with the drunken people. I don't
Oh
want
yeah, that's hard, man. That's hard dealing directly with
I'll just say I've been
drunk bar people. Not all of them are like that, but there's always going to be a couple or something. As a DJ,
I've been
DJ.
attacked a couple times because people are drunk and they don't like being told no.
Oh yeah, being obnoxious.
Yeah.
Did was there a lot of people? Because I remember when I come out of nightclubs and stuff like that, we'd want to eat right after, and there's barbecue or or right there. I mean,
I did parfaits that first night.
oh, did you?
Yes.
How'd you do?
Sold out.
Oh yeah,
Every time I've sold at
He's
Cobra
hungry.
Arcade,
He's hungry. He's like,
I know. I messaged them like, you got any barbecue? Bring it, brother.
every time I sold at Cobra Arcade, I sold out.
Awesome.
Every time. And I think that first year they opened, we did a Memorial Day barbecue with ribs and sold out all the ribs.
Wow.
Yeah.
So give me like a short list of 10 maybe or of places where you've set up at. Cobra.
Bar Smith, Last Exit, Sazerac, lithography shows,
Yeah, you're at all the lithography shows, right?
Grand Art House,
Is it Haas or House?
House,
Ilphonics.
Ilphonics parties.
Are you doing the piñatas one?
No, because it's going to be at Grand Avenue Pizza.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
Pretty much every bar around downtown Phoenix that doesn't have food, I've served.
Man, you should just go to and trunk it.
I've done that. I did that
You just go
outside
to the
of.
show and be like, man, I got parfaits for
Oh, when I did the Dom's Barbecue Southwest Cruisers calendar at La Melgosa, when everything was said and done, we had a little gathering in the alley, and I popped the trunk. Oh, and then there was one time I did an event at Monarch for Dumper, and I still had food left over, and it was a Thursday, so we went out to the Blunt Club and popped the trunk in Yucca Tap Room. Had a line out
Wow.
at the Yucca Tap Room selling, I think, barbecue.
Wow.
I used to do the raw artist shows at Monarch. I've done press room. I've been to the press room. Numerous event halls around town.
Have you ever done a place where you were just, man, this place is just amazing?
Yes.
What you recall any of those? I mean, as a DJ, I DJ some places where the buildings or the facility was, and the whole thing as a whole was just, you're like, man, this is somebody's dream almost in a sense, you know?
This quinceañera I catered in June. It was at a reception hall in Mesa, and it was really nice. Had its own little kitchenette. But I didn't
So you had your own space.
Yeah. And they had servers. So we just had to make the plates.
Oh, I know what you mean, man. Again, as DJing, there's some facilities that they have it set up the right way, and where
Yeah.
you're just like, oh man, I got my space.
I don't even need to bring my...
I don't have to make a table and make my space like they have.
Yeah.
They have it. Somebody thought it out correctly, you know. As entertainers and food people, like you notice those things
Yeah.
that other people might not even pay attention to.
No, I've catered on Mill at... I don't know what it's called now, but it was a Cherry Lounge.
Cherry Lounge.
Cherry Lounge.
That's on that was
It used to be Club 411
Yeah,
level.
yeah, that's what I was gonna
It's
say.
been-
Yeah.
Okay, now
I've DJ'd there before
it's
when
been many-
when it was 411 and when it was because I was like I know I DJ Cherry Lounge.
It's been many things.
I can't remember RK DJ RK. I don't know if you remember DJ RK, but shout out DJ RK. He had me out there because he was a resident there, and he would I got pictures somewhere too.
We were the inaugural ASU tailgate throwdown champions in 2013, 10 years ago. I barbecued on the radio I don't remember what station, but it was Dave Pratt had a recipe con.
That's 98.
Yeah, it wasn't 98,
93.
93. It was
93.3.
He was on another station. I think it was 103.9.
103. Anyway,
Yeah, and they had a
I didn't know. I just know him from 98.
yeah, but it was after that. It was a barbecue recipe contest for the Chandler Beer and Barbecue Festival, and they brought me in, and that's what really kicked me off because I won a pellet smoker with that competition.
Ooh.
And that's really when I got into it because I was like, they were like right after that, there was the Arizona Barbecue Festival, and it was a free entry. You paid $100, and if you actually showed up, they would give you that $100 back. So I did that. I didn't do well in the 4-meat competition, but on the Sunday they had a rib competition, and I finished 10th. And from there, I just took it.
Out of how many people? He's all 10.
No, there was like 40.
I'm just playing.
That's still good.
There was like 40
That's good
teams that day.
because I don't even know how you would judge it after you tasted your 10th, 15th rib. Like,
Well, they have a lot of judges who only maybe eat like maybe 2 or 3, and then it's blind judging. Like they don't give you the name of the team that you're judging. It's just this is team 1, and then you have a little scorecard. And
you've done judging before too, right?
I have done judging.
So I have a question for you, man.
So I'm gonna have a cook-off against him.
Yeah, and you could judge it.
And you can judge it.
I can judge it.
I use your sauce.
Yes.
So I got a question for you, man. I noticed on YouTube, I follow a lot of these barbecue like pit masters. Barbecue Pit Boys is one of them. A few of them. Who was like, and there's one. He's on Channel 8, man.
Stephen Reichland.
Yeah, man. Which one of those barbecue dudes, man? You just love their setup. You just love how they're cooking. You're inspired by them. You know what I mean? Because I like Steve.
I like him too.
Yeah,
I've seen
cool.
him. Channel 8 used to do 8's Great Grill Fest out at somewhere by Verrado, way out there, way out there on the east, on the west side. And I went one year to see him do a live presentation. Wow. He cooked I believe he cooked a steak either on a shovel or directly on the charcoals.
Wow.
So him, but a lot of my inspirations are from locals. My local, I would call them mentors, because when I entered the barbecue competition scene, they took me under their wings and offered me all of the help. Like Smitty from Luton Booty, Mike from Arizona Barbecue, or Tommy from Whiskey Ranch or Whiskey River. I don't. He doesn't. That's old.
I mean, that just sounds like a great community that they're willing to just embrace you.
Yeah, they embrace me
and take you in, and you guys can share.
Yeah, even Scott from Little Miss. Yeah,
really,
that's cool. That's dope. It's like a friendly competition, I guess you would say. It's still competitive, right? But it's all love.
Yeah, it's all love. It's all great. I haven't done it in over 10 years now because, rest her soul, my cousin who was my partner and started Dom's Barbecue with me passed away.
Oh man,
I'm sorry to.
And then she was part of my competition team, so it was just like,
rest in peace.
Yes, but not only that, the county made it hard for people to do competitions. There was a competition we did at the Arizona Automotive Institute, and the health department came and shut people down.
Wow.
They didn't even allow them to enter their meat or give their meat to the judges because they didn't have proper setup. So for I know at least 5 years or so after that, there wasn't really any competition in the city. They're starting to do more now, but it's still hard. Even that the health department is hard even for food trucks. Anything you want to do outside of a brick and mortar is going to be hard. You almost have to set up illegally.
So when you said you did your first booth, you remember what year that was?
2014.
2014.
Actually, no. My first real booth was in 2013 at Speed World.
Speed World.
Yeah. For Glamis status.
Man, you've taken this barbecue everywhere, bro.
I have.
I'm pretty
taken
sure
it
a lot of our
everywhere.
listeners have been following this whole time. You have a pretty good fan base with your
Yes.
barbecue when they come out. You see a lot of your regulars that come out and follow you.
I do, yes. I have people. There's people that put my feed up on their on their Facebook just so they can know.
Wow.
Yeah.
And for the first
I
time,
follow him, and when he's selling his
Yeah.
what do you call them? The things of meat.
trays?
His trays of meat.
Man.
Every once in a while, he has trays of meat.
Yeah. For the first time ever,
I call the fams and be like, I got the meats.
a couple weeks ago, I did a private event, and at that event, there was a previous client, not someone that just had my food, but a client. I'd catered their wedding in 2015, and they weren't the people that referred that party to me.
Wow.
He just happened to be there.
They just happened to be there. I was like, "Do you know so and so?" They're like, "No." I was like, "So you didn't give them my information at all?" They're like, "No, I'm just here because I know them." And
You happen to be here. It's like
Yeah.
DJing, dude. You know,
Yeah.
not DJing. I used to DJ somebody's wedding and go to another one, and they were there because they knew them too.
Mhm.
But that wasn't by referrals, just by.
yeah. And I was like,
Because
"Wow,
Phoenix can be small sometimes.
it can be. It can
I mean,
be."
especially if you're from here. We always say that, like, if you're from here, Phoenix is small because you know it's a community.
Yes.
It's a community of people that grew up here.
How about have you experimented with anything like I see a huge trend on like burnt ends, you know, right now, like on social media, things like that. I've seen the poor man burnt ends, which is a bologna, you know what I mean? And they basically
I
put
love.
barbecue on it, man. You know what I mean? I've seen that. Or are there some things that like that you want to experiment with, or something that is like really good? You're like, man, I really want to try to smoke that, or you know.
I've experimented with everything I want to experiment with.
Have you done a whole pig?
I have not done a whole pig. That's what I want to do.
I'm gonna be there for that one.
I want to do a whole pig, but I need to have enough people to make.
To eat it?
Yeah.
Well, you know, if you have a whole pig. you
What's
know,
good Phoenix anniversary?
we're gonna
Whole
have a
pig.
What's good Phoenix pig roast.
I have done the burnt ends. Amazing.
Yeah.
I've done medicated burnt ends. I've done the infused barbecue
So you
dinners.
can do infused barbecue.
Yes,
What about infused barbecue sauce?
I have that. I didn't bring it with me, but I do have that.
All right. So if you're into the infusions,
Yes.
he can hook you up with cooked food that's already infused, or again this cooking barbecue that's and when you cook with it, it doesn't burn away or dissolve away.
No. What happens? It'll thicken up.
Can you make it with a lot of THC in it?
Oh yeah.
Smoke it. I'll get the pig high, and then I'll cook them, and then I'll eat them.
You brought up bologna.
He's got the process down.
Yes, you brought up bologna, and that is actually one of the things I want to do is a smoked bologna.
Ooh,
haven't.
I grew up with that stuff, man, and
I love bologna.
I don't know. I love it.
I love it. I took a girl on a date and had a bologna sandwich.
Do you know what a bologna hat is?
No.
It's when you cook a piece of bologna in a pan, and it just kind of like cups up. It just cooks
Oh,
because
so
it's
you
hot.
cut it.
And
You
it looks
gotta cut it.
No, but I leave it like that because it looks like a little
I like
hat.
the bubble.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
I like the bubble.
I like bologna. Like I said, I took a girl on a date and we had bologna sandwich at this fancy restaurant in Scottsdale.
Yeah, like Pee Wee Herman had. Remember when he had the egg salad sandwich?
Yes.
Rest in peace, Pee Wee.
Yeah, recipe.
What I just did recently though was an experiment with al pastor ribs.
I saw that, bro. I've never seen that before.
And I don't think anybody just saw even Dom's face right now. He was just.
Let's get into that. Al pastor ribs.
Yes.
So if anybody doesn't know what al pastor is,
Yes, please tell us.
I mean, just there's gonna be people out there who don't know. So what is al
kind of
pastor?
hard to explain what al pastor is. It's kind of like a citrusy chili marinade.
adobo, right?
Adobo.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. The inspiration from al pastor comes from shawarma from the Middle East.
You're right. Yeah.
So it has that kind of flavor in it.
Mm-hmm. And they use it on that, I don't know what it's called, but that spigot thing, like
I call it the trompo in Spanish.
trompo. That's what it is. Oh,
But I guess you could call it a spit.
yeah. Fucking trompo.
And then you just cut it off, right?
Mhm. Like a gyro. So
Yeah.
so that's the inspiration for al pastor. That's where al pastor comes from.
Yes.
I guess some Middle Easterners moved to Mexico way back in the day, and somebody saw that, and we're going to put our own flip on it. So it incorporates more citrus than the Middle Eastern. But it's usually red, served with pineapple.
Yes.
So I had some ribs, and I said I want to do something different.
Who got those ribs?
Nobody.
We're all like,
I saw him, dude. I saw him, and I was like, this dude made al pastor ribs.
I saw you post that too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I never seen that.
No.
How they taste?
Amazing.
What sides did you have? Or you didn't have no sides?
No sides. I just ate it like that.
He just cooks for himself nowadays, basically. We're saying.
It was.
I'll message you the next time I see
So
you.
if anybody wants to be in the taste testing committee, you know,
Yeah.
hit up Dom, and when he does his experiments,
Yeah.
you know, he needs some.
I'll be honest. It was good.
Mm-hmm.
But by itself, it made me want to have a taco.
Really?
And I was like, I want a taco. I want to put this. I want to chop
Like
this meat up.
maybe like a tortilla or something. On
Yeah, I want to put some cilantro and onions, and I want to have a taco. I want my al pastor taco.
Because that taste, huh?
Mm-hmm. So I was like, this isn't right. So I made a little agave chipotle glaze and covered it with that. And then it was like, all right, this is an al pastor barbecue rib, not just a taco rib. Wow. And oh yeah.
Gotta know them flavors, right?
Mm-hmm.
Gotta know them flavors.
That's awesome, man. Another question too, and this is, I guess not for barbecue. Steaks, man. How do you like your steak? And like when you were talking about Steve when he cooked in a shovel, man. Like, what do you think about caveman steaks, man? You know what caveman steak is? I know.
Is that the tomahawk steak?
No, caveman steak is when they cook it directly on the coals.
Oh yeah,
That's what he said earlier.
As long as you don't
Yeah.
cook it well done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your cut, man? What's your cut of meat that you like?
ribeye?
Yeah, me too. How about you?
Steak.
I have a wagyu.
Honestly, I'm not too. As long as it's like super soft.
Yeah.
That's just. And I'm just one of those well done people. Don't hate me, but you know.
Do you know that all steaks that we eat are all steers? Did you know that? They're not cows. They're not. Did you know that?
Yes.
Did you know that? I didn't know that.
Cows are just for milk.
Yeah. So every steak we've ever ate is all from the boovel.
I have a wagyu steak at home right now.
Oh.
A5, beautiful A5.
Where do you live?
It's still frozen. It's a beautiful A5 wagyu ribeye.
What do you think about that, man? Like I noticed that in the last 2 years, that wagyu steaks, man, is like,
They're amazing.
you know what I mean? Like that and the tomahawks have been around, you know what I
Yes.
mean? But they're just taken off. What do you think about that? Like, I mean, obviously you don't want to put barbecue on that kind of stuff, right? You just want to eat it as is, right?
Yes, correct.
Oh, okay. How is a wagyu like? Isn't it something where they get the cow drunk or something? They get the steer drunk and they massage them, tell them stories.
They don't
What is
get it drunk, but they give them massages. They give them sake. They let them be comfortable and happy until they're time to go to the slaughterhouse.
I heard about those. That's in
Japan.
Japan, right?
It's gotten more popular here.
When you said I remember hearing about
that's what they do.
Massaging.
Yeah.
It's gotten more popular on the stateside because there's more suppliers that can get you wagyu without having to pay $600 a steak.
There's Australian wagyu.
Or anybody who needed a job can be a massager.
Or just tell the cow stories or steer. Sorry, tell them stories.
There
You know
is
what I mean?
there is Australian.
Story time.
Three little pigs. Just you can end up like that.
There is American wagyu, Australian wagyu, and then the traditional Japanese wagyu, which is
That's expensive.
that's the one I got. It was
heard
a
about that.
$200 steak. One steak, $200. But it came straight from Japan.
So aside from the
How many people would you split that with?
One.
He's all that's me.
Well, they're very rich. They're very rich and fat and flavor. So I don't know if I could eat. I've tried to eat a whole one before and I couldn't.
So what's the biggest difference to you in taste wise between a regular, what we would consider a regular steak and a wagyu steak?
The fat content makes it like
marbleized.
steak butter.
It's more marbly.
steak butter.
Like a steak butter.
Like super soft?
Like when steak is nice and soft, or when butter is nice and soft, not melted, but like that right before it melts, and it just melts, and you just touch it, and it just. That's what wagyu does.
All right, I'll take two.
Yeah. So I'm hungry now. But check it out, man. Aside from the pastor ribs, the parfaits, and all the great barbecue you do, you got some great sides too, bro.
Yes.
Let's talk about them.
Which ones?
You tell me, brother. You got a lot?
So start with the mac.
The mac and cheese.
Yeah, cheddar mac.
Because that's
Smoked cheddar mac. Yeah, that has been very popular.
you've had that for a minute too.
I do. Yeah. And
You put panko?
yes.
Yeah, I knew it.
I do put panko on the top, smoke it.
I thought it was Ruffles at first. I'm like, these ain't Ruffles.
No,
This ain't tuna casserole.
Yeah, no. You know, when you make barbecue, you got to have mac and cheese.
Yeah.
We
Just
do.
goes.
Yeah, I do potato salad and macaroni salad, rice and beans and all that stuff. Barbecue beans. Barbecue beans are really good, but that mac and cheese is just.
Do you do pork and beans with like weenie and beans? Remember that growing up?
I do. I use that in my baked beans.
Weenies, hot dogs,
The pork and beans or Van Camp's pork and beans.
the old school. And you put ketchup.
No ketchup.
Oh, shit.
I put barbecue sauce. That.
You put your own in there.
Yes. A little bit of brisket, a little bit of bacon. But with the mac and cheese,
Flavors. He knows his flavors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The mac and cheese, I've done several different variations of mac and cheese. I've done the smoked cheddar mac. I've done smoked lobster mac and cheese.
Ooh,
Amazing.
I haven't had that.
I've done blue cheese mac and cheese.
Ooh, interesting.
Was really good.
What was it?
I don't like blue cheese, but it came out good.
It was good.
I've done a quesadilla mac and cheese. When I was doing brunch at Sazerac, I developed a quesadilla mac and cheese that I topped with my carne asada. A little bit of pico and some cilantro and onions. So it was like a taco mac and cheese. Amazing.
Taco mac and cheese.
Yeah.
Man.
So once again, if anybody wants to get on Dom's tasting, I think you already signed up now.
Yes.
You should do that, man. You should have like a little taste testing committee.
I should. I do. I did.
Well, you can have it here.
Yeah.
You can have it here.
I can totally bring it here.
So you bring it here one day, and then you know,
As barbecue will travel.
and then we'll make little cards, man. We'll
Yeah, I'll let you know.
scoring cards or whatever. And
I
all
said
that stuff.
I like this, but
We'll make it official. You know.
I need a second helping.
Yeah.
We're just trying to get some food. Too.
So when do you start back up, man? Booking for the fall's coming up.
I'm booking now.
You're booking now?
Yeah.
And how do they book you? Do you have an email, phone number, or
They have an email, domsbbq@gmail.com.
Okay.
So
You hit me up
once again.
domsbbq@gmail.com. domsbbq@gmail.com.
Nice.
So if you have any questions about just even ordering anything from the sauce to a full order, just you can.
You
hit 'em
can
up.
find me on any of my social medias, and you can send smoke signals. You can send
Follow his social media because he does his trays. He'll do in the story.
Yeah.
He'll be like, you know, sometimes it's like you got to get it when he announces it.
I'm coming back from a health scare. I had appendicitis in March, so I had to shut everything down.
Oh man!
In order
I'm
to
glad
heal.
We're blessed to have you here right now.
That night at Echo's house, I had to shut down.
Did you really?
I overdid myself. I was only 2 weeks out from my surgery, and I was triple booked that day since before I got sick.
That day?
I was triple booked. I did a catering drop off, a catering pickup, and then I went to Echo's and did that party. And I had the first time ever in my life doing anything. My body said shut down in the middle of it. I had to go lay down in my car for 20 minutes because I was done. I was absolutely done.
Wow.
So after that,
I've done triple gigs before, and it's just a long day, man. It's just a long day on those gigs of running around and.
before I was sick and when I was a little healthier, no, not a problem. But I was fresh off. I had surgery like not even a month before that. I never should have overexerted myself that way. So after that, I had shut everything down, and I said I made a promise to myself. I took the whole month of May off to focus on my healing.
Well, we're glad you healed up.
I mean, I'm glad you did, and I'm glad you're here, man, because we need Dom's barbecue.
Yes.
Dom.
We do.
Yes.
We do. I have another question for you, brother.
All
This is a 2-part question.
Okay.
First off, have you smoked a turkey?
Yes.
Or barbecued, however.
Many.
And the second thing is, every Thanksgiving, man, I'm tired of turkey, brother. This is the first year I'm saying I'm done, right? I usually I plan on taking a steak and something different than other than turkey. I'm cool with ham, you know what I mean, stuff like that. But do you do private dinners like for Thanksgiving? If somebody's like, you know what, I want to hire Dom's Barbecue to do everything he said, and I want to do that for Thanksgiving. I don't want no turkey, or maybe I do want a turkey, but I just kind of want him to prep all that. You do that too?
Yes.
Awesome.
That's good you brought up Thanksgiving because I was just invited back to Team 24's community Thanksgiving event on November 18th. last year we fed over 400 people. Just down the street here on like 19th Street and Broadway at the House of Fades barbershop, and there's a church. They set up a block party. Last year they had 2 chefs. One chef was from New Orleans and did Creole food, and then they had me and I did Thanksgiving parfaits.
You did? Wait a minute.
There you go.
You have Thanksgiving parfait?
Yeah.
What's in that?
Everything.
It's stovetop?
Stuffing?
No stuffing.
It's all in one cup.
But it's turkey instead of
It's turkey, mashed
pulled pork.
potatoes. What about the mac?
Yes.
Cranberries?
No cranberry. It's just the smoked turkey,
The barbecue sauce.
the smoked turkey, the garlic mashed potatoes, the mac and cheese, and barbecue sauce.
Bro, skip Thanksgiving. Just have
So
them do
anybody on
this.
Thanksgiving, you got to do in your pre-orders now because hopefully this will be out before Thanksgiving. Should be out before Thanksgiving. Get your pre-orders in. I'm sure you, like I said before, he's only one dude. He can only handle so much. So if you don't order yours early, then you have to wait again.
I do sell smoked turkeys for Thanksgiving, but I haven't advertised that in several years because I have a good 10 solid people that get turkeys from me every year.
So we're not advertising it. But hit them up for the smoked turkey.
Yeah.
I mean, if I can do it, I'll do it.
So, okay, so let me ask you this question because now I'm interested. When you do these Thanksgiving barbecue dinners, what's included? I mean, you probably have, it probably changes, but what's included?
It's whatever the client wants.
Oh, like that?
I have a catering menu, and I send my clients the catering menu, and I let them choose. They have an idea of what they want. They want tacos or barbecue, and then I send them my catering menu, which has not everything I do, but most things that are cost effective and budget friendly.
Do you do like the candied yams and the stuffing? You do all that stuff too, or no?
I can.
Okay.
It just depends on what they want. If they're contacting me, they don't want any of that stuff. They want the stuff that I make.
Yeah, that's cool, man. All the listeners out there, if you really think about this for the holidays that's coming up, and not only for Thanksgiving, I mean
Christmas too.
I
do Christmas hams.
You do hams?
So what would be for catering? What would be the minimum and what's the most you can handle?
I've done parties of 10 to parties of 250.
So, and we would say 10 to 250 then, right?
I'm gone from Tucson to Hope.
Obviously, if it's like 1,000, 2,000 people, there's no way you can do that by yourself.
No. I mean, I could figure it out, but usually when they need to cater for 1,000 or 2,000, they have several people.
Yeah.
Several options.
So with all this going, like, I mean, you got a lot going on. Brick and mortar. Have you? Yeah, I've seen.
What's
you
the
have,
future
yeah.
for you?
What's the future? Yeah.
What do you see yourself doing? Maybe in the next 10 years, like, where do you hope to be?
In a brick and mortar. That was the goal, and then COVID came and messed everything up, and I had to shut down.
So not a truck, right?
No trucks.
Not a truck.
No trucks. Trucks aren't financially feasible. I like doing the booth. The booth keeps me smaller and more profitable. I can get in more places with the booth. I can be in a bar with a booth. You can't be in somebody's bar with the food truck.
Yeah.
People don't want to go outside and get food in the heat.
Yeah.
If they want to, people don't want to necessarily go outside in general. So if you can be inside the venue, you're going to do a lot better.
You got a lot of great things going on, man.
Yes, and I'm trying to get back. Like last fall was our best fall, or our best time, our comeback after COVID, because everyone's taking a while to come back. Last fall was amazing. We did that community event. I did a wedding. Did First Fridays at Grand Art House, which we'll probably try to go back out when it cools off.
Is that the same guy there?
Yeah, Rob. Yeah,
He's a good guy.
Mm-hmm.
Actually,
Rob's great.
I worked there a couple times, and Rob was just a good attitude dude, man. So I just want to shout out homeboy.
Rob's great.
Shout out Rob.
Shout out Rob.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope he gets this.
I hope send it to him.
Rob's a great
He's a good
individual.
dude.
Yeah.
He's a good dude.
I owe a lot of my success to him allowing me to be at Grand Art House. A lot. That's how I got into Sazerac. That's how I've gotten to a lot of other events, is because they saw me at Grand Art House.
Yeah. Great menu, man. Great food. Damn, I gotta catch you whenever you
So
make something.
follow him.
Yeah.
And again, he doesn't have a truck and he doesn't have a location, so you gotta catch him.
Follow him.
It's not like he doesn't have a following, so you
Yeah,
know you
true.
gotta catch him. So I mean, that's blessed. That's a blessing.
Yes.
So what I would do is do post notification, turn it on,
Yeah.
so you guys know where he's posting up, and then go out there immediately. Especially because the cooler weather is going to be coming around too.
Yeah. If
Get
you
a
have
couple
any
plates.
events coming up this
Yeah.
fall, it's in springtime,
Yeah.
let me know. I like to book as far out in advance as possible.
I have there's something we haven't touched on. That I know about you. You're used to or still practice. You're a DJ.
Yes. Haven't in a while.
You didn't know that.
Dope. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I was a DJ.
Hard house music.
DJ.
I was actually underground hip hop.
Underground hip hop.
Yeah.
I know that you were a hard house fan,
Yes.
so that I just assumed it was hard house music because I know you were a hard house fan.
Oh,
so.
yeah, I was always at the Dome in Paraiso.
What was your
Totally.
DJ call name?
Dom.
DJ Tom.
Dom. I didn't have a DJ name. We did an event at Sugar Daddy's back in the day, and they were like, I was a DJ, and they was like, what do you want to be called? I said, just put the guy who spins vinyl.
Do you still have your records?
I do.
Wow.
We're gonna have to have a show where Dom just comes and plays some records, man.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about producing an online DJ show. Just idea.
I retired from DJing to pick up the tongs because I still know all of the DJs pretty much,
Yeah.
but I didn't know any food guys. There was nobody doing food. There was nobody doing street food.
Well, you're holding it down because you're the only. You're the one that I know. I mean, I have some other friends, but obviously I'm not that close to them. You know what I mean? But I see you. I see more like plates and things you're doing, and I see you out. You know.
So what got you into DJing? Let's touch on that real quick because
I was in band in junior high.
you're a band in junior high.
What'd you play? What instrument?
Trumpet.
You still play trumpet?
Nope. Haven't played trumpet since 96.
I went from the trumpet to the
Pick it back
trompo.
up so I can record you, man. Pick it back up. I'll buy you a trumpet and you can play.
And then
Trade some parfaits for a trumpet.
I just like DJing.
Trumpet for trompo.
Yeah.
That's what
Yes.
it is.
DJing's awesome.
It is.
I mean-
I love it. I love rocking a crowd.
Do you still practice?
No, I haven't. I don't have my stuff set up. I need new equipment.
You still have equipment?
I have one technique and a new mark, and there's no mixer.
Well, we'll get you one.
Yeah.
All right. So you know all the DJs, man.
Yeah.
We all have an extra piece here and there. If you really want something,
Yeah.
we'll make it happen for you, man. Because
DJ Tom and barbecue.
he knows the music too, man, and,
Yeah.
and people who know music.
I really don't.
yeah.
Honestly, I don't know how I got into DJing other than I just really liked music and I guess because I used to throw parties.
So underground hip hop, what do you like? Who do you like? A few names.
Brother Ollie Evidence, Sky Zoo, Vinny Paz, all those guys.
So you're like an underground.
Underground.
Yeah, yeah. I know who you're talking about.
Damn.
That's underground music.
Yeah, like super underground.
Yeah.
Like, they do shows for like 100 people.
Yeah, dope.
Unless they're going to Europe.
I mean, this is dope shit.
Yeah.
I mean, this is dope stuff. Like great,
The Living
great
Legends.
music.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Living Legends and Black Forest and all
Yeah.
that. Fools.
So you got a great history here, man, in Phoenix, bro. What I commend you for, man, is staying with Phoenix.
Yes.
I mean, that's where you post up. That's where all your
Yes.
food is being. You know what I mean? Like, do you go in different cities? You post up Tempe, Scottsdale, Goodyear, anything like that? You're just mainly
Yeah.
in Phoenix.
Wherever they want me.
Okay. Cool.
Mostly happens to be a lot of my private events and caterings are on the east side.
Mm.
That's where all the money is.
Thank you, man, for blessing like everyone with this tasty food, man. Do you make
Yeah.
any
Yeah, thank you for being part of the whole Phoenix
Oh,
man.
culture,
Yeah.
feeding people, bro? You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's what I wanted to do was
I
change
mean,
the street food game.
and you're doing community
stuff
give
too.
back,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
you're feeding people, and then you're making a living off of it too, man. That's a blessing. You know, it's hard work.
It is very hard
It
work.
ain't easy. So nothing anybody does
Yeah.
that is
But
even semi successful is easy.
Phoenix has a terrible street food scene. Terrible late night food scene.
Yeah.
It has a great food scene, but after 9 p.m.,
Yeah.
So how long have you been in the game, Dom? The barbecue Phoenix game.
2011.
That makes
2000
it 12 years.
12
Right.
years.
2011, I entered my very first competition. It was at Rock Springs Cafe. It was a tailgate competition.
Yeah.
We should have won, but there was 2 sets of judges.
That's
And
Black Canyon, right, City?
yeah.
Yeah,
That
it's
kind
always- there's
of
always
kind
those
of
things.
kind of came from all my barbecue came from tailgating too. If I'm being honest, yeah, because my homie had season tickets for the Cardinals. He still does, and I'd go out there and we would tailgate. And I was like, you know what, maybe I should start throwing down.
That's where you need to be in, is one of these arenas.
Yeah, so I developed a chicken sandwich to honor the birds, the Cardinals. And the chicken sandwich is what I entered in the barbecue recipe contest against ribs and brisket and pulled pork and traditional barbecue.
Yeah.
It was a pollo asado sandwich, and I won it. I entered that contest.
Congratulations,
And you won.
I entered that contest on the last day to enter.
What'd
I
you
did in the 11th hour
What'd you win?
When was this?
in 2012. I won a Green Mountain Grills pellet smoker, an $800 smoker.
You still have it?
I do still have it. It doesn't work right now, but I do still have it. And that's what.
We got to wake that beast
So
up.
I won the tailgate, or I got second place in the tailgate competition in 2011. In 2012 was when I did the barbecue recipe contest. In 2013, I won my first place rib trophy in Mesa. But then shortly after that is when my cousin passed away, and I lost my team, so I didn't. And then there weren't really too many competitions in Phoenix, so it wasn't financially feasible. It's not financially feasible to be driving out to Holbrook or Tucson, or I've competed in Tucson, I've competed in Holbrook. It's cost a lot of money.
You got to stay and travel.
Are you looking for any teammates currently that have, that can kind of assist you or anything like that, or help you?
They would have to be like something great to offer, right?
If somebody's willing to help, I have my assistant Erin. She's great. She's amazing.
Awesome.
What about an intern?
Yeah.
I would an intern apprentice. Yes, I am looking for an apprentice.
Are you looking for a place to also, because you're currently doing this, where are you cooking all this stuff at? Like home, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
So do you,
A certified kitchen.
Yeah, 'cause there's
he's in the kitchen.
there's some kitchens out there that actually they what they do is they
The ghost kitchens.
yeah
Yeah, that's
What-
expensive.
Is it really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
because I know a
not-
few
yeah.
of those. Mhm.
There's
And the food trucks, they take over all those places a
Yeah.
lot of times.
Wow.
but usually the
There's one right here.
commissary.
There's one right here, like 2 blocks away.
I used the commissary on 36th and Indian School right
Yeah.
around there.
yeah,
I can't remember what it's called.
I was at a nonprofit the other day and they showed me their kitchen that they have, and they let everybody. It's for free, and they just cook in there, and they don't charge you anything like that. And you're only allowed to be there for like I think
Yeah.
a year, because what they want you to do is they eventually want you to be into a food truck, or they want you to do brick and mortar. And then what's really cool is that they have a garden with different
Have an herb garden?
yeah, herbs and vegetables and everything else that you're able to go and use for free. And that's all non-profit.
Yeah.
But
Huh.
Interesting.
well, in closing, man, thank you for joining us today, man. We appreciate you just blessing us with the barbecue sauce. Thank you so much.
You're
It'll be
welcome.
gone. It'll be gone by tomorrow.
Nice.
Because I'm cool.
I have more. I'm doing a little
I'm gonna go simmer this up tonight so I can just have a dip.
doing
dip in, and I'll let
barbecue sauce sale next weekend for Labor Day.
Oh, okay.
barbecue sauce sale. A Dom's barbecue sauce sale.
Yeah, buy 2 at regular price and get a third for free.
Nice. One more time, man. Can you share your Instagram handle with everybody?
Personal Instagram is Gonzo Dom. That's the one I'm more active on. Business Instagram is Dom's Barbecue, DOMS_barbecue, BARBECUE. Then there's also Dom's Barbecue on Facebook. You got my personal Facebook, Dominic Gonzalez. We also have Stacking Tacos Instagram, where we post on there too. That's more of the taco line.
Is that you?
That's me.
Yeah.
Yes, I saw that shirt.
So I'll be
too.
following that
Look at
guy
the
and
shirt.
liking all stuff.
Who did the stacking taco shirt?
I did.
You did that?
I
It was you. Because it was him that I saw wearing the stacking taco shirt, and I'm like, man, I want one of those shirts.
I have some.
you have double X? I need
No,
double
I
X.
don't have any.
I need
double
3X.
I have a 3X.
Yeah.
Hey, but he got no 2. We look like a blanket on me.
I can't. So what happened is when I would sell tacos as Dom's Barbecue, people would get confused. Like I thought it was going to be barbecue. I'm like, no, it's tacos. I'm like, well, I want a barbecue.
So you made like a separate taco.
Yeah. So Stacking
company.
Tacos is for when I'm selling tacos. Dom's Barbecue is for when we're doing barbecue, and then I do also have Dom's Catering and Events.
Guess it makes sense, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if I saw barbecue, I would assume it was barbecue, not
Yeah.
tacos.
Yeah. So stacking tacos is what we had. I still have. I still run. I still do it. We do the pickled jalapenos and carrots and cauliflower.
You got all kinds of stuff, bro.
Yeah.
Just come stay with me. I need a roommate.
Yeah. I got all kinds. I got all kinds. Everything's ready to go if you have the right amount of, you have a party big enough, hit me up.
Well, thank you, man. I think we got all the information for everybody to follow you, man. Make sure everybody put on your post notifications. Keep an eye
make
out.
sure you follow him.
Yeah.
Make sure you get your orders in early.
Yes.
This isn't our first radio show together,
No.
right?
No.
So shout out KDIF.
Kata.
Yes.
I'll be there on
know.
Monday. Oh, well,
Yeah.
this is not going to be airing for.
But you'll be there Monday?
I will be there Monday.
What are you
Shout
doing?
out to
What are you doing?
KDIF.
As for what show is that? That's Vic's show, right?
Yes.
He was supposed. I tried to get him there today.
He was sleeping.
Yeah, it's Vic's show. Vic and Eric.
Yeah.
I don't know what the name of the show is, but yeah, I'll be there.
Hey, we got to get on, man. Tell us to say, hey, man, those guys are a Tranzo, man. We want
Yeah.
to talk to Naski.
I'll plug you guys. Tell them.
Cool, man.
No,
Well, thank you.
it's all love. Shout out KDIF.
Yeah.
Shout out Vic.
Shout out Vic.
Franco.
Yeah. So so I just wanted to say, rest in peace, Monique, because that's
Yes.
how she's the one who connected us to do our last show together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, she connected me with you too. So,
So yeah, she's a little hub right here. So we want to
She
make
is
sure
the hub. I
we-
did in 2014. I did the Dom's Barbecue Southwest Cruisers Calendar release party at La Milicosa on first Friday.
Wow.
Yep.
Well,
Dude, thank you for being here, man.
Thank you guys for having
I
me.
think this was a great interview, man.
yeah, this is amazing.
And every person that we have on it, like I know Mello. We had Mello, DJ Mello on here. I known him for 25 plus years. And we in an interview and we find out I learned stuff about him. So
Yeah.
What's amazing, man, is that like with everybody that we bring on, they all contribute to Phoenix culture. You know what I mean? The city, whether it's through food,
Yeah.
through music,
through kids.
through art, through
art.
family. You know what I mean? So this is a great interview, man. Thank you so
No,
much
thank
for
you.
just everything you've done for everybody. Please,
welcome.
everybody,
It's an honor.
give him a follow, book him up to where he's like, man, I'm booked. I ain't got no room. Well, there's always January, brother.
Yeah. I'll say this
right.
is people say, I hate my city. I want to leave and go do something else. Why not change your city?
That's right.
I love my city.
I love
Me
Phoenix.
too, man.
So
I'm not going to move somewhere else and do this somewhere else. I'm going to do it in Phoenix and I'm going to change the game. That's
right.
what I said. Phoenix has no street food. I'm here to change the street food game one bite at a time.
That's it. Changing the game right here, brother.
I mean,
is there
that's,
anybody?
That's why I've had a few opportunities.
Yeah.
But no, man, like I wanted to contribute
Yeah.
to here.
to here.
Exactly. I want to change. I want people to say, I want Phoenix to be a destination because we did this.
That's right.
And I can only hope that I would be in a name that would go down into the contributors,
Me too.
Mm-hmm.
So that's all we work for, man. Is just trying to.
I have one of your pan dulce mixes
What? For
Yeah.
real? Hey,
with DJ Villain.
DJ Villain, yeah. Shout out DJ Villain. We did that one of the
Yeah.
Pandusa mixes. I did a few of them. I have them on my Mixcloud.
Put that on the
wants to-
YouTube when we do the
Everybody wants to
opening.
check it out. Check out my Mixcloud, DJ Tranzo. But I have all my old mixes, including my Pandusa mixes and from those days, man.
back in the day.
Back in the
DJ
day.
Villain, man.
Yeah. That's the homie.
That's the man. Yeah, you are homies with DJ Villain, aren't you?
Good friends. We've
Yeah.
known each other since the 4th grade.
Oh, he's a cool dude, man. So
He's the one that does all my design work.
he's an awesome
He does
graphic
all my
artist.
print work and all my. So he's the one. I was at his house.
Is he hooked you up with Speedway?
Yeah,
Yeah, 'cause he
Well,
did a lot of
he's the one. He told me when I first started all this stuff. His words to me were like, "If you do it right now, I'll always hook you up. But if you wait a couple years,
Yeah.
if you wait a couple years and then come ask, I'm gonna charge you full price."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Well, I guess I better do it now then."
It's rad.
And
Smart
he's
move.
yeah, he's one of he's one of the homies that checks me and lets me know when I'm fucking up. And
Yeah,
when
he's
I'm
a
doing
good
well.
dude. He's a good dude. Every time I talk to him, every time I run into him, he's always love.
Yeah,
So
keeps it real. Lets me know when it's good and when it's not.
Yeah. That's what's up.
yeah,
man.
we should try to get him. I think he was on Dave Miranda's.
Yes, he was.
I saw that
He was
one.
one of the first.
I saw that
interviewees.
one.
Yeah,
Let's
Watch
bring
that
that guy
interview.
on. I want to talk to him about something.
yeah.
Just kidding.
All right, man. Well, dude, let's wrap it up because
I'm hungry now.
I'm hungry. I know this fool is hungry for talking about.
I know I'm hungry right now. I'm gonna since I can't have your food right now, I'm just gonna look at those pictures.
So, yeah. Again, thanks for coming out, man.
Yeah, it's been an honor.
Thank you, brother.
Thanks for being here, Adrian.
So that's it, everybody. This is What's Good Phoenix. I'm your host, Awer.
I'm DJ Tranzo.
I'm Dom.
Thank you for joining us. Make sure you follow the homie right here and make sure you get that grub. Peace.
Yeah.
We ain't got nothing.
Ribs.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Ribs. Sticky ribs, man.